This is the 2026 Ford F-150 Raptor, and in today's Vehicle Visionary video, we're going to give you a detailed tour and a test drive. All the things you want to know about, we're going to tell you about. The exterior color on this model is shelter green. It really pops here in the Louisiana sunshine. I like that. And you're going to have all of these additional elements, such as the graphics here on the hood. That's not going to be the only place. This area is actually a heat extractor, so it is functional. It's not actually feeding air in, it's taking air out. Gonna have the Raptor logo on the side. And here on the front end, a lot of different lighting elements to talk about. First of all, we're gonna have all of our LED lighting with our daytime running lights. We're gonna have the turn signal indicators right here, our low and high beam LEDs right here, and as far as our headlights go. And then right down here, you've got a couple of fog lights right here. You can take the cover off of there if you need to take advantage of that. So a lot going on there. The overall width on this truck is 96 inches. That's going to be from mirror to mirror. And working our way through, you saw the lights right here. Those lights are going to be there. Not only do they look good, but they serve more of a purpose than just looks. They are actually federally mandated lights. The Ford logo prominently displayed here on the Raptor unique grille. And right here is our front view camera. You're going to also have a camera washer, so when you run the windshield washer fluid, that's going to spray that windshield washer fluid across the windshield and across your camera. Our upper and lower grills right here, and I like that you don't have a gloss finish here. This truck obviously meant for aggressive off-roading, and so you're going to have a lot coming up off the road, off of whatever trail you're on, wherever you're riding and driving in, that's going to hit the front end. The lack of that gloss finish won't show any damage as easily as it might otherwise. And you've got your recovery hooks right here if you need to take advantage of those for the Rams and the GMCs and the Chevrolets and all of those that are stuck, the Toyotas that are stuck out there wanting help. You can be the one to help them. Gonna have our sensors, several of them all around the vehicle. They're gonna help out with your driving aids and all of those great features, and I'm gonna work my way around here. Obviously, this truck is going to be four-wheel drive. You're gonna have all of the off-road tuned suspension. Everything is meant for off-roading. 17-inch wheels, but that works really well here. Again, a gloss finish. That's a good thing. It works well with this truck. We've got the surround on the fenders right here. Everything is going to be perfect for that off-roading situation. Also, we're going to have our affixed in place steps here, the assist steps. I like that they're not power. They're just here. They're in place. Very rugged, durable, and they've got that graphite, almost like grip tape on a skateboard material here that helps you to be sure-footed, no matter if you're slick with or you got something slick on the bottom of your shoes or whatever the case is. Side view mirrors, everything you want will be here too. Turn signal indicators, heated, power adjustable, power folding, blind spot monitoring is built in right there on that side. We're going to show that to you real quick. And then I'll come around this way and show you the key fob. Lock, unlock, remote start. You can open your tailgate back there. You've got the panic button. I'm going to pull out the mechanical key. Now, the lock is actually on the other side, on the driver's side door, but if the battery in the key fob or the truck dies, you can use that mechanical key to get into the truck, lock things, whatever you need to do. We'll continue working our way around here. We're going to have more of those graphics that I was telling you about with the Raptor logo, all this right here, and with the fender kind of flared out like it is, it just gives it that more aggressive, rugged stance that it should have. These are also going to be LED lights right here, LED tail lights, and as opposed to having the Ford logo itself, we have the Ford name right here, F-150. And then on the other side, what really counts, the Raptor badging. We work our way down. Obviously, you're going to have your unique to the Raptor front and rear bumpers, everything here. And how about these giant exhausts? I can almost put my fist in there. It's kind of hot, so I'm not going to do that right now. And once again, to help out those other trucks out there that get stuck when you don't, you're going to have the recovery hooks right here on the rear. And under the hood, in this particular case, is the high output 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6. It makes 450 horsepower, 510 pounds-feet of torque. Top speed is about 115 miles per hour, which is electronically governed, 0 to 60 in about 5.5 seconds. Now we're going to work our way around here because I know if I don't say it or show it, everyone's going to ask, here are your potential MPGs. Not the greatest, but that shouldn't be a big surprise. But we're looking at 14 city, 18 highway, 16 combined, and 6.2 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. And how about your gas tank details? It's a 36-gallon gas tank. That's actually really good. And here are some surprising numbers for you. On a full tank of gas in the city, you should be able to drive about 504 miles, 648 miles out on the highway. That's actually pretty impressive. It does depend on how heavy your right foot is. I know for me, well, that probably wouldn't work too well. And as we see the color scheme right here, we work our way down, take a look at the shocks. You're gonna see that right here as well. Just something that sets things off, makes it a little bit different. You know you're looking at something that isn't just a graphics package with this truck. You can tow up to 8,200 pounds, and I'm gonna let that slowly come down. Your payload is going to be about 1,400 pounds, which is going to be less than most conventional F-150s for obvious reasons. And right here, we're going to have power outlet right there. You've got your in-bed LED lighting. You've got the ability to tie things down here. The one thing that's missing that I do think should be here is a bed liner. At the price point of this truck, there should be a bed liner here. That should just be a default feature. Now let's talk about the tailgate itself. There's a few different things here that work really well. You can put all of your pencils right here if you wanted to. So if you're out working, this is a work truck, a play truck, everything. If you wanted to have a Zoom meeting or something like that, you can put your phone up here and do that. It'll sit just like that, and you can stand back and have a chat with somebody. Put your cup right here. You can measure everything before you measure twice and cut once. You can do all of that right here. And to make things a little bit easier as far as getting in and out of the bed of this truck, a little bit of a different step setup here than what we have with some of the other trucks on the market. I'm going to show this to you in real time just so you see how it works. So we're going to pull out our handle right here. We put that up. That snaps into place. Then you can very easily get in and out of the bed of the truck. You can see how easy that was for me to do that. Now I'm going to get back out. We're not going to do an America's Funniest Home Video blooper type video. I didn't fall. Yay! And to put this back in place, we're going to push the yellow button right there. Push that down. Release down there. And then we put the step right back in. And guess what? We're ready to go. You will find a light right here. Let me see if I can get that to come on for you. Just a couple of different things that go on here with the truck. There is your light that's going to help you to hitch up to a trailer if you need to. That way, with your built-in trailer hitch down there, you got that hitch receiver. You can take full advantage of that. You also have your lighting here for your license plate area. I like how that works because it illuminates this whole area, not just the license plate bracket. You also have your hookups for your trailer lights and all that good stuff. And if you need to take advantage of your spare tire that's located underneath the rear of the truck, that's where you're going to gain access to that. And you want to talk about space in the back seat. There is a ton of it here. First of all, let's talk about our door panel details. Nice, comfortable armrest, a little bit of padding built in right there. There's a cup holder in that front area. And then we work our way down. Our upper and our lower door bins offer tons of storage space. Got that little area for a bottle in the front. You can see the speaker built in right here into the door. Now, I've got the seat cushion up here so we can show you the plethora of storage space underneath the seats right here. Plenty of space. There's a release on the side right there. You can pull on that and let that back down. We'll have our rear window defogger or defroster, power rear window, and I'm sure glad there is a grab handle here because this truck does sit a little bit higher off the ground. We're going to close that door to get rid of some of the noise out there. No sunroof in this case. That works for me. Some of you might say I'd better have my sunroof. That's up to you. Now, one thing I am a little surprised at is there's no oh crap handle up here. There is a handle here that can be used for that, but nothing up here. So if you floor it and your passengers are reaching for stuff to hold on to, that can be interesting. Get that on video. Rear seat pocket storage on the back of each seat. We're going to also find our cup holders, a little bit of storage in between those cup holders on the rear of the center console. Air conditioning vents. You do have the heated seats back here as well, a 12-volt power outlet, and a few more connectivity options to talk about. There's your USB ports, and there is the power outlet right there. as you can see. And last but not least, we do have the Raptor logo with our black interior here in the seat backs. And as I always like to say, good job, Ford. I love this design because it's always useful. The fold-down armrest with cup holders, typically they're parallel to one another right here as opposed to being vertical like this. If there's a bottle in each one, a cup in each one, you can still use this area as an armrest. That's something we need to see in more vehicles. The sticker price is $82,345 here at All-Star Ford in Stonewall, Louisiana. And you're going to notice more of that contrast. I love what we have here by the air conditioning vents. Everywhere you see that, it just really sets this truck off. And then our Ford Performance logo on our door sills down here. That is going to be nice as well. Really setting this truck off and making it unique compared to most others you can buy anywhere. And to start our interior tour off, I wanted to show you the graphics that come up here on the driver's display. Not only that, but you'll get the Ford Performance logo over there on the center screen. Quite a bit going on where that's concerned. I'd say this is some of the best, if not the best, graphics, the animated graphics that you're going to get in the industry. Now I'm going to reach up here and I'm going to hit the button right there to start everything up. We'll start with our upper console. If you need to add different features, a winch, different lights, whatever it is, you've already got your auxiliary switches right here. That is a plus. I like that. Good job, Ford. Sunglass holder right there. We're going to have our lights right here, nothing out of the ordinary. Here's the button to open and close your power window back there that I was telling you about earlier in the video. And we'll work our way down here and show you the upper glove box. Real fast, there's a button right there on the left-hand side. Push that and let you see that open up. Plus, you're going to have your regular glove box down there in the more conventional position. We'll work our way over to the passenger side door panel. Plenty of room with the armrest and with the upper and the lower door bins. You've got your power adjustable seats for the driver and the passenger that are both going to be heated and ventilated. And right here, our controls for locking and unlocking the doors, seat memory for the driver's seat. You can hit that button right there. And there is that functionality I was telling you about earlier in the video that lets you take advantage of your power folding side view mirrors. You adjust your mirrors here, controls for your windows right there, and everything here as far as your lights. You can see a few of the other features and functions that we have right there. Also your power parking brake, and right here is going to be the adjustment for your pedals. So if you want to move those forward or back, you can do that. You also have a power adjustable steering wheel via the control right here. It's tilt and telescopically adjustable. As you can see, we're going to have that orange baseball style stitching on the inside of the steering wheel. Our steering wheel mounted controls are here for cruise control, and then everything for going through whatever you need to over here on this side. We can go to our menu, we can work our way through. A very nice high-tech, modern looking display. That works out well. If we want to go in and see something, we hit OK right there, and that lets us go in and do whatever we need to. Trailer information is right there. Now, we can't see anything on that right now, but you get the idea. You can adjust what you're listening to. Voice commands are here. Everything is here that you need. Nice large shifter paddles. I like that. And right here, we adjust or control our windshield wipers. Here's the button that I hit to run that front camera washer earlier, and also the wipers washing the windshield with the windshield washer fluid, and your turn signal indicator. Your blinkers are controlled here as well for those of you that know how to do that. Now, if you're trailering and you need help backing up, that's what you're going to do right here. That's going to direct you on that and help you out with that. Trailer brake control, four-wheel drive, everything is controlled right here as far as that goes. And then we're going to have a few different things up here to talk about. You can see some of our different buttons, including you can turn off the auto stop start feature, and I'm going to push that button to take us to our center screen tour. There is your front view camera. You have that overhead view as well over there on the right hand side, but you have quite a few different views here. As you can see, we'll go through those different views. The bed view, you have a view from literally every possible angle that you could ever want, as you can see right there. And that is nice and convenient. We're going to come back out of that and go right here And a quick look at the center screen. You've got built-in navigation on the right-hand side. As you can see, you've got your audio details that will be found here. Everything for your phone will be here. We'll go in there. We're going to connect the phone in just a little bit and let you hear the audio. There is our built-in navigation. Got your favorites right here. Depending on what you want to do, you can edit your favorites. You can determine what all is here. It's up to you. And all of your apps will be found right here, depending on what you want to do with those apps. You do have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And then we have our settings right here. You can see what all is here as far as that goes. And then we'll run back in here. Everything right there. Depending on what you're looking for, it's all going to be here. And then we work our way down. Controls for the radio right here. Volume, what you're listening to. You can see what else you have here. We've got our dual zone climate control. That's going to work really well. And then we have everything for the heated steering wheel right there if you want to take advantage of that. The 3 stages of heated seats for the seats here in the front, and ventilated seats. That's also going to be here. And then you can control fan speed, everything there that you need. Now, you can actually, if you're patient, it almost goes all the way by itself. There's the cover for the area where you find the wireless charging pad and your USB ports. Now, I'm going to show you a neat little thing here. I know a lot of you probably know about this, but we're going to push the button right here, and here's what's going to happen. First of all, the shifter is going to lay flat like that. Then I'm going to reach right back here, and we're going to move this up and out of the way. You can take advantage of that. Paperwork, if you need to sign documents, just eat lunch, you can put it right here. Got a lot of space right there. That is a nice, convenient little feature. We hit that button and bring the shifter back up. You can obviously come right here with your shifter. That's easy to deal with. All that good stuff is here. Cup holders going to be here, as well as our connectivity. A little bit more in the way of connectivity. With the 12-volt power outlet, we're going to have the second power outlet option right there. And within the center console, there is no shortage of space. The key right there is for locking and unlocking the center console if you want to do that. The change holder, and talk about holder. There is a holder right here, the center console, for just about everything you could imagine. No shortage of space. One thing I wanted to cover here, you don't get this in too many vehicles. The button right here is for your steering assist, and there are 3 different options for that. You have normal, comfort, and sport. As promised earlier in the video, here is a sampling of the audio system here in this Raptor. Hope that does it justice for you. It sounds great here. I hope it does for you too. I hope you can see it on the screen. You also have a nice, bright head-up display with a lot of details available. All right, here we go on a test drive. I'm going to let you listen for a minute. Give you a little bit of an exhaust note for those of you that might want to hear that. This truck is actually a lot of fun to drive. A little bit wider than a conventional F-150, but it's not really a big deal where that's concerned. And one thing that I know some might have a question about, what is the difference in the ride quality? To be honest, I can't tell much of a difference as far as the ride quality compared to, say, an F-150 Lariat compared to this Raptor. So it seems to do a really nice job of soaking up the bumps driving down the road. That's a good thing. The head-up display, which I can't show you at the moment, but it is very bright. I tried to show that earlier in the video, and I don't know that it did it justice, but it's very bright. Gives you some good details and information depending on what you have displayed on there. Temperature, traffic sign, all of that's going to be here. And then everything is easy to get to. The screen is not difficult to learn or use. I like that. Also have your controls for the air conditioning, for the radio, all of that's there. Plenty of room. Anybody who drives this truck is going to be able to set things up where they are nice and comfortable with the steering wheel and the seat. It's all going to be perfect for them. So if your height is really tall, or maybe not so tall, you can set things up to where you will be able to see and be comfortable. You don't have to worry about that. People do ask me about that quite often with these vehicles. Now we're going to wait right here and let this vehicle pass, even though, yes, I could have gone out in front of them and hit it, and it would have been no problem, but I just don't like to do that kind of thing. We're not going to get an accident on video. We're going to hit the pedal one more time. Not getting on it too hard. I'm actually about quarter throttle to do that. Don't want to drop it all the way to the floor since it's not broken in. As far as overall space goes, I love how much space you have in the front and the back seats. Everybody's going to be nice and comfortable. The brake pedal and the gas pedal, number one, very easy to manage in their overall functionality. But something else that we don't see in a lot of vehicles, unless you pay a ridiculous amount of money for them, not that this is an inexpensive vehicle by any means, you can also move the pedals back and forth. That's another nice adjustment that you have here for the driver's area that just makes it that much easier to set things up, so it is perfect. Overall, a very capable truck. It can do some towing, it can do some hauling, you can haul the family around. A lot of fun capabilities off-road, depending on what you need to do, and just basic driving. It's going to get the job done. Very well-rounded, that's for sure. And there it is, the 2026 Ford F-150 Raptor. Tell me what you think about this truck down in the comments section. I'm curious to know what you think and if you plan to buy one during the 2026 model year. I would like to say a special thanks to our friends at All-Star Ford for loaning us this truck for the day down here in Stonewall, Louisiana. Make sure to ask for Friendly Frank. If you come in, he'll take good care of you, as will anybody else on the staff if he's not available. I'd also like to say a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give us the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. That's very helpful and greatly appreciated. Make sure to subscribe and share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. And if you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and we'll see you there.